Okay, this is going to be interesting here. We know, I think all teachers are familiar with this. Students, sometimes some students, not all students, but those students who they make poor decisions throughout the grading period, and then by the time the report cards or the progress report is going to come out, someone's got to be blamed. And either the student can stand up and take accountability and say, yes, I did it. This is my fault. I own this. Or sometimes for some students, it's much easier to blame someone else, and that someone else is the teacher. Let's check this out. From Emergency Prepper 3537. Oh, no, ma'am. We're not about to play the teacher blame game. Finally stood up to a parent. Ooh. Let's see how this went. For far too long, I've been hesitant to contact parents because it usually goes the same way. Zero accountability, and somehow it's the teacher's fault. Today, I finally had enough. Okay. All right, let's see. What did you say? What did you do? I called a parent during my planning period about a student who has been consistently disruptive and preventing me from doing my job. That's solid. Nothing should interrupt the teaching and learning that's going on in the classroom. Same behavior, same issues, nothing new. When I explained the situation, mom immediately responded with, well, you're the only teacher having this problem. Oh, jeez. I stopped her right there. I made it very clear that we're not going to play the blame the teacher game. Ooh, okay. I laid out the behaviors, the impact on the classroom, and the expectations moving forward. Direct, no BS. To be honest, I think part of it was timing. I came back to work today after being sick for a week. Oh, gosh. And I was simply done absorbing nonsense. But more than that, I realized I don't need to accept being talked down to just because I'm a teacher. You got that right. You got that right. If you're seeing what you're seeing in class and it's interrupting your classroom, you got to call them on it. You got to call a student on it. I'm certain this teacher has tried to work with this student before, give them warnings, do whatever they have to do to work with this student to turn things around. But for whatever reason, the student wants to continue to interrupt class and prevent this teacher from doing their job, and that's not acceptable. And so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the parent is only getting a call from one teacher about these behaviors. It needs to stop. Now I imagine the teacher here didn't use this. We're not going to play that game. But I mean, definitely it helps to just be direct. Like, this is what I'm seeing. No, I'm not making any judgments about your child, but this is what I'm seeing, and it needs to stop. And so hopefully because of this call, things improve. We know how these things work, but hopefully they improve as a result of this call. And you don't have to be belligerent to parents. You can just be, like this person said, you can be direct, and most importantly, without judgments, because as disruptive as these students may be in your classroom, they're still someone's child, and someone loves them very much. Someone carried them for 9 months in their belly, and they made all these plans, and they have all these hopes and dreams for that baby before that baby even comes into the world. And so it's important to remember that even though they may frustrate you a whole lot, it's important to keep that in mind. So when you're making the call home, you're just saying, hey, these are the things that I'm seeing. These are the things that I've done with Johnny, but unfortunately, I haven't seen a lot of progress there. So I'm reaching out to you for some help because I'm seeing X, Y, and Z out of Johnny during class, period. Not saying Johnny's a bad kid or anything like that, but these are the things that I'm seeing, and I really do. I need these things to cease, period. I love that. Very direct with and non-judgmental, and with that understanding. As I said before, just thinking from the parent's perspective that, hey, that's their kid. They love their kid. So that's how you handle that. So I hope, I hope things turn around, things get better. And so there we go. I don't think there was anything wrong. I don't see anything wrong here, just based on what what the teacher put in here with how they handle the situation. There's nothing wrong with being direct and stating those behaviors. So that's how you do it. That's how you have a conversation with a parent about their student who's disrupting class.